Now, for those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Forrest, and welcome to It's Shark Time. Now, before we set out, just a quick note about text messaging. I have my text messages in the off position, and that means if you send me text like "get off the stage," I'm not going to get any of those. Right? I don't like getting them because it's like a big wall of text, and it's like hitting a wall, and it can really throw me off. So I have those turned off. We'll be able to answer you after the show is over. But really, the best way to get a hold of us is by joining our Discord right here, and you'll see the address on this beam below me right here, and also by filling out our guest book, which you'll see in the lobby. It's a great way to get a hold of us. If you'd like to leave a comment or anything like that, it's a great way to do that. And also, I've hosted over 700 events in Altspace, and in that time, the question I get asked the most is, "Why are we here?" Everybody's always asking me that question. What are we doing here? What's this all about? And throughout this event, over the next hour, you're going to be hearing that. People are going to come in and they go, "What am I doing here? How do you vote?" You're going to be hearing all the stuff that we cover in the intro, right? So I like to start out these shows by starting out with these three words right below my podium right here. All right. So everybody, why are we here? Let's hear it.
Shark.
All right. That's pretty enthusiastic. But a little bit lift it up, people. Here, chant it. To feed a shark. To feed a shark. To feed a shark. Very good. Now, in order to feed a shark, we're going to need a shark. All right, so I'm going to bring out my friends. You all want to meet my friends? I'm going to bring them out. Yeah, all right, let's do this then. All right, I'm going to bring in my friends Melvin, Buster, and Fang. All right, here they are, everybody. And they're looking good now, good, healthy sharks. But you know what? This was not always the case. There was once a time early in Altspace history when they were wasting away to nothing, and I was very sad. I was desperate looking for a way to feed my friends. So I became an Altspace event host. Right? And I had hundreds of people coming through my events and spaces. But you know what? None of them were willing to help me feed a shark. Because it's not enough to expect all of you to help me feed a shark, help me save the environment one shark at a time. No, you need some incentive, right? And we have that for you here today. You're going to notice there's a red circle over here, and it's red dais, raised up platform here. And throughout this event, you're going to be seeing various prize objects from our prize kit appear right here. And it starts out with his empty aquarium. You can win this here today. Actually, two of you can win this here today. We're going to have two winners today because we're doing two sets. And so it starts out with this empty aquarium, and it's yours to fill any way you want. There's 12 items in the kit altogether, but you could also use some of the items from the other world building kits. I heard somebody go, like, they gasped. They were like, "Huh? It's a good thing." All right, good. So I'm hoping you're going to want this. I'm hoping you're going to want this enough to be a volunteer on today's show, a volunteer contestant. Now, if you do, what you could do is, if Sharky swims on over here, Sharky, get in position right there. There you go. Very nice. Back it up, pal. Sharky, back it up. What are you doing? This is not that big. You know what? Go over to there. All right, Sharky's doing something weird. Sharky. Okay.
Sharky.
All right, Sharky. Sharky, over there. Oh, he's showing off, everybody. Look at this. He's doing a backward spin. That's very impressive, Sharky. Everybody is amazed. Just humor him, okay? There we go. Yeah, everybody's very impressed, Sharky. All right, what you want to do is you take that hand, that pointer that's coming out of your right hand, and aim it right at Sharky's nose. You're going to find a spinning target there, and what you can do is squeeze your trigger button, and you're going to get a text prompt that appears in the air before you. There you can put in your Altspace username. Now, this has to be your Altspace username and not your display name. If you don't know the difference, you can find your username easily enough by clicking on your blue light triangle button on your lower left. And when you click on that, you're going to see that you have all these tabs in front of you. And one of those tabs is going to be a very inviting smiley face that says me. Not me, but you. It doesn't actually say you. It says me, the word me. And you click on that, and you're going to see your avatar standing back at you. You can check your hair out and be like, "I look fantastic tonight. I do. I'm made for this event. Yeah, look at that." Right? And what you can do is you're going to see on the left of your avatar, you're going to see that you have your display name, and right below that in parentheses is going to be your username. And that's the name we need in order to distribute our prizes. So if you select it as one of our winners tonight, then it'll make tracking you down a lot easier. This way we can get the prize to you. And again, if you're just coming in now, our prize is this 12-piece world building kit. And look at that, an autographed picture of Buster. I hope you're going to want this. I'm hearing people whistling. I think it was actually Kyle Render doing the whistling, possibly, maybe. Could have been Argo.
Buster.
Could have been possible. Apparently he really liked Buster's picture. We're going to have to talk about that after. That's a little bit troubling. All right. So what you're going to do now, right, is you're going to find that on your lower right, you're going to see a raise hand button appear. as if by magic. And of course, it would help if I pressed the right button and not the world editor. That would be a mistake right there, everybody. But this is what magic looks like in VR. Here you go. There it is. All right. Now, while you fill all that out and you get your hand raised, listen, I know what goes on in Altspace. I do. I was in the Campfire just the other day, and I heard them talking about you. I did. I heard how they want to destroy you, how they're sending troll raids to your event. And you know what? We got to band together and stop that kind of thing. And we can best do this by all you have to do is send any of those people to come visit. I'm here. Tell them to help feed my friends. Tell them it's a lot of fun to be on the show. We'll have up there my and also together. We grouped together and made it a better place. All right. Wow. Okay. I just got a power warning. Okay. Okay. 1 second. This normally doesn't happen while I'm performing. I usually go plugged in, but this could be a problem if I were to suddenly disappear. So we're going to take a moment here. Okay, this is okay. All right. Wow. Okay. I've had a lot of things happen to me on stage before, and this is not one of them. So let's see if we can rectify this. Now, you're all going to hear a click while my power problem gets solved. Look at me, total professional. Excellent. There we go.
You should be a car dealer.
There we go. All right, that should take care of it. Let's hope. Let's cross our fingers, everybody. All right. So let's see. Whoa, wow. We have 7 people already pressed the raise hand button. 7 people want to help me feed a shark. That's awesome. Oh, another hand's going up there from No Viking. Excellent. All right. Well, so that's what we're going to do. Now, we're up to 8. You hear this? We got variety, guys. You want to hear tonight's specials? Right, let's have a look at our menu. And the irony here is that it actually is a menu. You have to actually open a menu to see who we're going to pick. It's pretty funny if you think about it. All right. Let's see here. Now, who are we going to pick? Let's see. We have Michael 5. It makes me wonder what happened to the first 4 Michaels. 5. There we go. Michael V. All right, we'll have Michael V. I went with the Roman numeral 5. No, V, 5. So apparently it's not 1 through 4. All right, we also have Hales, one of our regulars. That's cool. We also have someone named Techno Viking. There we go. Very nice.
It is not.
All right. So now, these are the people that we've called up, and if Sharky would get out of the way, I'm going to extend some bridges for all you to come up on the stage. But please remember, if you need to recenter, do so now, because if you recenter on stage, you end up back in the audience, and this is just awkward for everybody. It's awkward. It feels awkward, right, silly monster? This is funny. I just wanted to say that.
Sorry.
Okay. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. It is awkward, though. All right, let's see here. Oh, wow. Let's see. Techno Viking is got the heavy breathing and is trying to press my buttons. Do me a favor. See, Techno,
I'll breathe quieter. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. Where's the... we got the Hales up here. We got all 3. Okay, try pressing this bridges button now. Viking. So you're rolling to the buttons there. Try pressing this button right there. All right? Okay. Yeah, that's not working. It's not working. No. Okay. Oh, there you go. Right, good. All right.
I got blocked from the buttons.
Thank you for your help, everybody. All right, cool. So let's see. So it's not Michael the 5th. It's Michael 5.
It's
Michael V or Michael the 5th? It's V.
V.
Okay. All right, cool. All right.
That's also
excellent name choice, by the way. How long have you been around Altspace for, Michael?
I've been around for like maybe a few months, almost a year.
A few months. Have you ever been to our show before, or is it your first time here? It's your first time.
Okay, well, you might remember me from the flying tutorial thing.
Flying tutorial? Oh, that flight time. Yeah, that host. I don't know about that guy.
I did flight time too.
Spun on the table and
you did flight time also, Techno Viking? Have you ever been to this show before?
Yeah.
No.
What do you think so far?
I'm excited.
You're excited?
You should be a used car salesman. But yeah, I'm excited. Be a used
car salesman? Wow, okay, well, let's try that out. The Viking, would you like to buy a car?
Yes.
It's slightly used.
That was easy.
Yes.
You still want to buy it?
Yes.
You're right. Apparently, I'm good at this. Who knew? I just discovered a new career path here at Shark Time.
Where's my car?
Cool. Oh, yeah. You actually want the car. That would be a problem. You said you could buy the car. I didn't say we actually had a car to give you.
I don't have any money.
Yeah, okay. Well, that would be a problem. All right. Hales, now you've been on the show a bunch of times, one of our regulars, and you keep coming back, and we're happy to have you. Do you have a strategy here tonight?
Don't get eaten. That's pretty
strategy.
much all I've got.
Wait a minute.
And there's a lot of people in the audience that haven't met you yet. Wait, excuse me, Michael, you want to be off the show?
No, I do.
What? You
can't turn the bridge back on. I didn't know we could get eaten.
Those buttons are for me, Michael. Or Techno Viking, rather. I got you guys confused. That can happen.
Wait.
All right. Now, Hales, is there anything the audience should know about you? since they may not know you so well. Big,
I
little thing that you have to
really
throw a vote
should be
for.
asleep right now. That's probably
Yeah, okay, so
is
so
a
Hales is very
disclaimer for
tired,
any
everybody.
offences I give.
Okay, yeah, so that'll explain it. All right, well, very cool. Well, if everyone will join me up this ramp here, you're going to find at the top we have these yellow X's set.
Oh my
All
god.
right. If everybody would stand on one of these yellow X's, please, that would help an awful lot.
I'm getting anxiety.
Oh, that's okay. This is why we're here. Don't even worry about it. All right. Now, once you're in position, if everybody would click that consent button that's directly in front of them, just a minor formality for our insurance company, that would help a
Do
lot.
I have
Here
to?
we go. I think so. Yes. Oh no! Oh no! Techno Viking! Oh no! Oh, this is terrible. All right. Now, everybody, in the beginning, remember when I was telling everybody to check in with Sharky? It was really important how something bad would happen if you didn't. Well, that was that something bad. Let's see if
Come
we have somebody
on.
else on the menu here. Let's see. Who else do we have? We
Come
have a bit
on.
of an Altspace celebrity, a bit of an Altspace legend. We
That's
have Jason
bull.
R. All right, now we're going to have you up.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh
Jason, you up there?
Oh,
Out there? Did you check in with Sharky first?
I
No, you
did.
must have.
I did.
Oh,
I
you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well, that's excellent. All right,
did.
so let's extend these bridges and have you up here.
Ah,
And have you up here. Right. All right. Very cool. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm pretty psyched, too. I'm psyched. We're stoked. You're stoked. I'm stoked. We're both stoked. Let's
Here's
go.
fucking
Come on, we can
Michael.
do it.
I was
Let's take
Michael.
by force,
Forrest
baby.
right
Let's
now.
do it.
Oh, yes.
All right, cool. All right, now we're going to pull back these bridges here. Oh, wait a second. Techno Viking, you came back up here again. I'm going to have to ask you to go back in the audience. Just pick somebody else. You told me you didn't want to play. You didn't check in with Sharky. You can come up in the next round. There you go. He disappeared. I touched him and he vaporized. Yeah, I got to test something. Nappy, where'd you go? Nappy.
Oh, I'm up here. I'm just trying to
Already
get
there.
it.
Come on,
He's
we gotta get to
already
know
up
you
it.
first. Not everybody in all spaces might know you. Jump on down.
Oh, okay.
Jump on down. You can do it. I gotta
All
test
right,
something. I touched
I'll
another
run
guy.
back
He
up later.
disappeared. So stay still.
Huh?
Just to make sure it's
Okay.
Is annoying.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the
still here.
kitchen.
All right, good. It's not me. I thought when I touched somebody, they just vanished. All right, cool. Just making sure. All right, Nappy, let me ask you. You've been around Altspace for a long time, right? You've done a lot of great work in here.
Yeah, I've been here for years. 4 years.
Does
4
everybody
plus,
know
yeah.
Nappy? Because he's like a celebrity.
Well,
And put your
I
hands up if you
would
know
say
Nappy.
celebrity.
You've heard of
Hi.
Nappy?
You need to raise your
Everybody?
together.
Right, I'm very disappointed.
Oh,
There's no
I
hands
got a
going
hand
up, Nappy.
back there.
Look at that.
There's a hand
Got a
back there.
couple of
somewhere.
people.
Go do it for the next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the people I
Right.
work with wouldn't even put their hands up. Oh, I'll go give you a thumbs
Oh, I
up.
see.
That's
Okay.
cool. Thanks.
Right, that's good. That's very good. All right. Well, listen, we're going to have you up. So come on up with me. And we're going to pick you out a spot over what looks like Melvin. All right. Now let's see. Also, Michael V. Let me ask you, when you press that consent button, what's going on?
Check in.
Oh, don't consent.
For one, I don't even know what button I have to push.
All right. On the floor
But-
in front of you, there's a consent button, which is the minor
No,
formality with our insurance company.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm saying like on like
Okay,
a
well, what
controller,
did you mean?
like this button, or this
Oh, yeah,
button.
your trigger button. Just aim right at that consent button and squeeze your right trigger button.
So this button
It-
for this.
Yeah, the right. This one here. No, not this grip button. The trigger button. Your index finger. Right. Like it's
Nothing's
not happening.
happening.
Tell you what, stand on that yellow X for me. I'm gonna check you in manually. All right. I might have some trouble spelling your name. Though.
Wait a minute. What's the catcher?
All right. There's no catch. You just need to stand on that yellow X in order to play our game. Seem reluctant, Michael.
You can do it, Michael.
It's
All right,
fun,
look,
Michael.
you're
You'll
all
be
checked in
fine.
now. We checked you in manually. It'll be okay. All right. Now, once you're on your yellow X, what I have to ask you all. Oh, wait, Michael. Just very quickly. Minor formality. You do consent to this verbally, right?
Consenting to standing in the yellow X space on
You're,
top.
okay, so you're consenting to playing our game.
Yes, I'm consenting to playing.
And you all realize that's like legally binding in most countries. Good,
Yes,
excellent.
I'm
Now,
consenting
if I
to-
could
I'm
ask all
consenting
of
to- It's
you,
whale time.
it's whale time. No, that's a different game. If I could ask all of you to press down on your left thumbstick, all right, in the interest of fairness, then press down on it, push that left thumbstick in like it's a button. All right, here we go. All
Who are you
right,
talking
Nappy
to?
did it. Talking to all of you. Your left thumbstick, just push it in like it's a button.
This one?
Oh, your thumb. Just push it on the thumbstick. Push that in. There you go.
Okay.
All right, cool. Excellent. All right, so what we're going to do now, everybody, we don't want our contestants to be nervous. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up these glass enclosures to make everyone feel safe, secure, and comfortable. There we go. See, excellent. All right, now you're going to notice that we have a number has appeared above your head. This means that your fate is in the hands of our wonderful audience. All you have to
Thank you,
do is
guys.
answer these questions that we're going to ask you. Right, and don't worry, there's no wrong answers here. Only those answers that are going to convince our wonderful audience which one of you deserves to live more than the person next to you.
Yes, I am.
That's it. Pretty easy, right? So we're going to ask some questions to get to know our volunteers.
Wow.
Now, their fate is in your hands. So let's say that Hales has a wonderful answer, as she often does. All you have to do is take the pointer coming out of your right hand, aim it right at Hales' nameplate, and squeeze your trigger. And Hales' score will go up. So let's say that Jason R has a wonderful answer. It's terrific. It's fantastic. It's insightful. You've never heard anything more brilliant than that. All you have to do is just change your vote by moving your vote over to Jason's. You only get one vote, but you can distribute it however you like. You can change your vote at any time until we lock in the voting. Okay, there we go. Veronica, I heard you sighing. Did you have any coffee before the show? Fine, that helps. Every once in a while we have people in the audience going like this, pull all the cameras. They'll go. And then when I'm editing, all I'll hear is like every couple minutes I'll hear. And it makes me feel bad because I'm like, but I realize that everybody before our shows, just drink a cup of coffee. It really helps the process. Look, and my hand's nice and steady. It does work. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see.
Coffee's gross.
Now, all right, so let's see here. We have, let's see. It looks like you all have figured out the scoring. So I think we're going to start out on this side. We're going to start off with Hales. Hales, are you ready for your question?
Absolutely.
You're absolutely ready for your question. All right, that's good because I'm like really not. I gotta like scroll
I've
back.
had
and peek at my
coffee,
notes here.
lots of coffee.
Had coffee. Well, that helps a lot. All right, very good. Well, Sharky and I have been called back to California to do another interview about the show. All right, in the hotel that we stay at there, they let Sharky stay in the hotel swimming pool. He assures me it's very luxurious and he likes it a lot. But the last time we went out there, he kind of went a little overboard on room service. So I told him to do it, go a little easier on me this time, right? And what happened was, well, there was an incident where he ate service delivery person. Okay, it was really bad. And now the hotel is like calling me and they're asking me some very pointed questions and I don't know what to tell them. So I'm relying on you, our volunteer panel there. So Hales, what do you think? What should we tell them?
Tell them that they came on this great show called Shark Time and they accidentally fed a shark. It's just seasoning.
See. Oh, it's just seasoning. Oh, very good. Well, you're all about to find out what that's about. All right. Now, Jason, let me ask you, what do you say? What should we tell this hotel about what happened to their room service delivery person?
Good question. I mean, I'm not on megaphone. Could you megaphone me real quick?
You're not on megaphone. All right. Can you raise your hand again? Is that raise hand blue? You're going to want to keep that blue. Let's see. Let's see if we can find you here. Get you on megaphone here. How about now? See, can we hear you? Nappy.
Oh,
Speak to
there
me.
we go.
There
Thank
you go. All right, can everybody hear Nappy? Put your hands up if you can hear Nappy. Loud and clear. Let me see. All right, looks like everyone can hear you. Oh, that looks awesome. Look at all you people with your hands up. All right, if you can hear Nappy, wave your hands back and forth like this just because it's cool. Say, there you go. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that, Nappy. Isn't that awesome? That's all for you, man. All right, let me ask you this. All right, what should we tell the hotel?
Oh, well, I would just tell them that it's the left shark because everybody knows left shark is the best shark.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, everybody loves famous people, so.
Okay, well, there you go. That could be it. All right, Michael, you're up. Let me ask you. All right, what should we tell the hotel happened to their room service delivery person?
What should we tell them? Well, that is an excellent question. I would say that.
I wouldn't say it's an excellent question. It's just a Shark Tank question.
Okay, so I would say, if you will, that Sharky was given way too much coffee. Probably decaf coffee, of course.
I see.
Coffee.
Sharky does like
given
coffee.
way too much coffee, and he became quote unquote coffee drunk, and he accidentally ate. So in turn, he accidentally ate the waitress. I mean,
I see.
Not waitress, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, I said room service delivery person, and you said waitress, which I think says a lot about you, Michael.
Well, yeah, I meant to say that.
Okay, good. All right, so what we're going to do now is I want everybody to think of which answer they like the best. I want you to carefully consider each of our volunteers. Think about Hales, think about Jason, think about Michael, and think about their future. Think about their friends, their family, how they'll go on the host events and Altspace. Let me, maybe they'll build worlds or something like that, right? All right, so think about that because we're about to lock our votes out in 3, in 2, in 1. The voting is now closed. Let's see how we did. Hales, what's going on here, Hales? See, do you have a translator, Hales?
Sleep.
gonna sleep. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that might help actually. Do you want to head start on that? It might go a little bit easier for you.
Yep,
You know?
definitely.
Does anybody know where you are right now? It's the most important question we ask here.
No, never.
Oh, excellent. Good news. All right, so you're going to go ahead and meet my friend Melvin. Give us a good name on the way out.
Oh,
I'm
I was
told
gonna
that can
answer
really
it.
help the process.
Oh,
There we go. All right, everybody.
Oh, this was
Who's here for
fun.
the first time? Put your hands up if you're here. Let me see. All right, I saw Kyle Render threw himself in the water. He's been here before, though. All right, put your hands up if you're here for the first time. Let me see it. How many people are here for the first time? All right, good. Well, we need to explain this. What you just saw, that effect, listen, when we first worked on this show, we were extremely proud of it. We were. And we had the admins come over and look at it, and they were horrified by that effect you just saw. Because it turns out they thought it looked like something else, which I think says more about them than it does us. But what happened was, we took a moment to explain it was just a big misunderstanding. That's just seasoning. That's all that is. That's all it's ever going to be, okay? And you didn't see anything at all. And we had to put it in there because sharks don't like eating people, but they do like eating Altspace Avatars. The problem is that some of them have those green name tags above their head, and it gives them sort of a nasty, kind of a minty, gross aftertaste. It's disgusting, really. And we had to put that in, for the benefit of my friends there. But the good news is we do have an opening as we go into our second round here. So we're going to go into our second round here, and let's see if we can pick somebody else off the list here who'd like to be on the show. All right, let's see. Who do we have here? Let's see. Let's see. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go with another Altspace celebrity. We've got Kyle Render. We're gonna have you up. All right.
Oh, no.
Kyle, you sure you can do this? You got a big show coming up after this one.
Okay.
Everybody's around in about in about a half hour. Render's got a nice show coming up. Check it out for Fail to Render. But so you sure you got time to do this?
Yes, we're good.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's have you up then. You know the drill here. You come across this bridge. If you need to recenter, just do so now, and then come on up here.
Exact second, he looks like Buzz Lightyear.
Now let me ask you
he does
something,
look like Buzz Lightyear.
Mr. Render, if I can. Now, Jason works with you, right?
Yes.
All right. Now that you're both going to be, in a battle for your lives here, do you think that's going to affect the future of your working relationship?
Yes, he will get less percentage of my company if he wins.
I see. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, excellent. Well, come on up. Come on up here up this ramp.
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead
bring up
and
the
press
professional
on that-
comedian. That's totally fair.
Consent button right there. Just press on that consent button.
It's a G-rated.
Oh wait, Buzz Lightyear.
Just press the button. Just press the button. The
You know what that
consent
means,
button right
press it.
there, right in
Sorry.
front of you. Oh, you did it.
He's a
Good.
professional
And Melvin's
comedian.
back. Welcome back,
Buzz
Melvin.
Lightyear?
Listen,
Melvin.
Render, I don't want you to feel left out.
Good
So I'm
luck.
going to give you a glass enclosure of your own.
Hi, Buzz
Here you
Lightyear.
go.
Thank you. Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go.
Hey,
Well,
nice to
we'll
meet you,
talk-
Michael.
This is
All
why I
right.
don't get on stage.
We're gonna reset our scores here, everybody. All right, this is interesting.
Hey,
Maybe we won't ask them questions. Maybe we'll just have them talk, and we can vote on it. Who's participating best in the conversation. Let's see. Render,
this
so
will be
far your
fun.
conversational skills seem to be doing well. Michael, who hasn't said
Thank you.
anything, they voted for him because the silent type thing. And Jason, you got it looks like a sympathy
never
vote
won.
right there.
Yeah, thank you guys.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, there
I
you go. All
appreciate
right.
that.
So let's start out with
There's
you,
one person
Michael.
out
Are you
there.
ready for your question, Michael? I'm going to ask you a question.
You already
You
asked
are,
me the
okay.
question.
Well, I'm going to ask you another one.
Another
Fresh
question.
one. This is our
Oh,
second
I
round.
got you.
Yeah, we got more than one round here. All right, let's see. Now it turns out. All right, well, actually, let's pick another one here. We're gonna let's see. Oh, I like this one. This is a good one. You walk into a diner. You're gonna have some food.
Okay.
Right, and you go into this diner, and you go, and as you notice, they're giving away free newspapers. Grab a free newspaper, and you go, pick out a booth to sit in. And as you sit down, you happen to notice that there's a lottery ticket on the seat of the booth, and you pick it up and you look in the paper and you find that the lottery ticket is from yesterday's lottery game, and it's in fact a winning ticket. Right now, a man comes up to the table and he asks you. He says, "Listen," he says, "I was in here yesterday, and unfortunately, I misplaced my lottery ticket. Have you seen it?" Now, how do you answer it and why?
You want my honest answer?
I do.
Okay, so honestly,
Wait, actually, Michael, wait. In all fairness, though, just to let you know, you can lie. These people don't know you. If you want to lie, you can. It is optional,
Dad, you're a really great guy.
but we are going to need your answer.
Okay.
Though.
I'm getting there. So, okay,
what
so
she
I
said.
find a lot.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I find a lottery. So I find a lottery ticket, and a guy comes up and he says, "Hey, I found this lottery ticket." So, anyways, what would I do? What would I say to him? I would say, "Well, I would say finders keepers, losers weepers. No, I wouldn't say that.
You would say that.
But
I didn't know
anyways,
anyone still said that.
what I would do
Mhm.
is, in all due fairness, just obviously, give it back to him. Then maybe out of gratitude, he would split the bill 50-50. And I would give
Okay.
my share. I'll give my share to wait, how you pronounce it? Is it Ravenhall? Ravenhall?
Only if you're saying
Oh
that
my
fancy.
God.
Otherwise, it's Ravenhall Events.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know.
Either that.
No, don't be sorry. I
Or-
kind of like that. Ravenhall. Let's say it like that. Ravenhall.
Either
Yeah,
that
my
or,
producer thinks it's fancy.
Either
There we go.
that or
My producer,
Either
don't worry,
that-
just the voice from beyond. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. But that's a good answer, Michael. We like that. All right.
You didn't
How
let me
about you,
finish.
Jason?
You're like,
Oh, I thought you were finished when you said. Go ahead. Finish it out.
Cut me off.
You're hoping he'd split the bill, and then what happened?
And if I do get the money, like I said, I would obviously either A, give it to
Yeah, Ravenhall. But yeah,
Words are hard.
La Navar.
okay.
Either that,
No.
or I would I'll do fairness donate it to the Buzz Lightyear show.
I see.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not. It's not like a copyright infringement, is it? When that happens, my hands get really shaky over here on these buttons. They really do. All right, Jason, let me ask you. All right, what would you do when that man came up to the table and asked you, "Have you seen my lottery ticket?" And why would you do that?
I'd hate myself, but I'd give it back. That's just
Wow.
yeah.
There you go, that's
Yeah, it's not my
fair
property. I mean, if he wants to, if he's nice, he's like, okay, here you go, thank you. But it's not my property. That's no different than me going up and like, say he left his Bugatti in my driveway and the keys in the
Yeah.
ignition. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, that Bugatti. I don't know what happened to Bugatti. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So
Just so happens to be
unfortunately,
sitting in your garage. It's not a
yeah,
problem.
exactly.
Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, I'd unfortunately give it back, and yeah.
Okay.
Cringe
Well, I think
the
we
whole way
all
through
learned
it.
something about Nappy tonight.
Oh,
We did. I think
What
we
are
all.
you talking
God,
did
did
we
about?
get
through that,
Unfortunately, you
Michael?
know you
Did we
took
get
that.
through
We did. We're through it. Up to you now,
Awesome.
Render. All right, what would you do?
Yeah, so I mean,
Let's
like,
hear it.
somebody would approach me at the dining room table inside of a Denny's, and it's probably
do
going to
that?
be Michael V.
Wait.
he's gonna talk to me about-
No, we did say it was inside of a diner. We did say that. Listen, out on YouTube, if anyone from Denny's wants us to be a sponsor, you want to sponsor
Render
us?
heads up.
You wanna
Contact
take
us.
that?
Oh, there you go. All right, go ahead, Render.
Okay, all right. So obviously, I'm sitting at a diner. It's not Denny's. It's not IHOP. Okay, and
It's
Michael
an
V
unmarked
walks up
diner
to
in
me.
an undisclosed location.
Okay, so Michael V walks up to me, and then
Yeah.
he spends about 15 minutes trying to just talk to me about how
Hi
he
there.
lost his
Say.
lottery ticket. I already
Yeah, I
cashed
lost
it
my
in a
lottery
day
ticket.
before, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Here's
I
$20.
see.
Get a bus. Go back home. Thank you.
I see.
It's really nice.
Wow,
Not
so
even-
$20.
Render is turning
I'm
against
a very
Michael.
nice guy.
Yeah.
All right, they get some infighting going here. This is an
850,
interesting.
that ain't enough for a bus.
And take away your
Yeah,
support.
Infinity,
For
my
a
All
bus.
right, you know
That's an
what?
expensive
Let's
bus.
leave it to our audience to decide. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Yeah,
play
let's
our
see.
music here. Here we go, everybody. All right, now think about which volunteer is your favorite. Let's see how we did. We're gonna close the votes out in 3, in 2, in 1, and the voting is now closed. Let's see how we did, everybody.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Wow, what a
Okay.
lucky show.
So this means
Yeah.
that you all are gonna move into town together, right? So no one's getting fed to a truck just yet, and we're gonna have to try harder. See that now. All right, so now we're going to clear our scores out as we move to our third round. Now, when you came in tonight, you may have noticed in the lobby that we have a Patreon sign, and we also have a Buy Us a Coffee link, just because we are trying to raise money to put on more interactive experiences for all of you. But also, a portion of what we collect is going to go to the Bimini Shark Lab. They're an organization. They do terrific work about raising some of the concerns about the environmental challenges that face sharks in our oceans today. And we actually just adopted our first shark through them. This is Sharky in the real world, everybody. This picture right here. All right, and this was made possible from the support of all of you. Thank you all for supporting us by coming out to our shows and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Those of you that do subscribe to our YouTube channel, I just like to tell you, we like you all just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. It's true. So if you're like, why isn't the host never picking me? That's probably why, if I had to guess. All right, everybody. Now let's get back to. Oh, also, if you could, we also have a guest book in the lobby. If you'd like to tell us how you enjoy the show, feel free to fill that out and let us know when we get out of here. At the end, we always check the messages to see how we did, and we love hearing from all of you. So if you have anything to say about the show, feel free to fill that out. All right, now let's have a look here. So we're going to open up our voting now, right? And we're going to start out this time with let's see. We're going to start with this time. Let's start out with Render. Render, are you ready for your question?
I'm ready, Michael.
You're ready. All right, that's good news. All right, let's see. Let's pick out a nice one for you here. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, well, this one actually comes to us from one of our Ravenhall regulars, all right, named Wandering Soul. Now, there's been a lot of concerns, right, about Sharky's travel tank. If you ever been to our other events, up on the stage, you'll see Sharky's in a travel tank standing there with me, and people have expressed, say, is that healthy for him to be there? Now, he's only there during the show, and he says it's very comfortable, but we want to make it more comfortable. So, Render, what can we do to make Sharky's travel tank, a bit nicer for him?
How would we make Sharky's travel tank more nice for him?
Yes.
How often are you moving this shark around? How expensive is that?
It's a big involved procedure. We get him on the back in the tank on the back of a flatbed truck. We drive to the event.
Okay.
And we get him up on the stage. The flatbed truck has like kind of a mini crane attached to it. It's a big process. It takes about, depending upon where the set is, it takes about 45 minutes or so to get set up. It's not that bad.
Sure.
He does seem to enjoy it.
Sure. Well, I say that you also lug around a dolphin so they can stare at each other through the tanks. I think that'll make them both very upset with each other.
You are aware about the problem of dolphin hooliganism, aren't you?
Yeah, I did my research before I came here tonight, Michael.
Okay, so you're aware. I see. Okay. Oh, so you think this in some way would motivate Sharky to remain focused?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I see.
Because he would want to get
All right.
away from that dolphin as soon as
Makes
possible.
sense. That makes total sense. Okay, well, dolphins have been a real problem around here, everybody. Those of you that are new. All right, Jason Nappy, let me ask you, what can we do to improve Sharky's travel tank? It looks a bit like the tank that you're in right now. And you think, how could you make this better?
Well, last thing I'm going to bring up is dolphins. Sharky does not like dolphins.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I was concerned.
Yeah, me too. But I will bring his distant cousins, the stingrays. I'll bring them over.
Stingrays.
So
some stingrays in there with them. Just a moment. Render, you have some coffee before the show?
Yes.
Yes. And you got a show after this one. Are you going to be okay to make it? All right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Render works very hard in Altspace, everybody. There we go. All right. Michael, let me ask you, how can we make Sharky's travel tank better?
Well, now you amplify me. Okay, so how can you make it better? Well, actually, there's a whole bunch of things. All right, so
okay,
I'm gonna possibly branch off and say, we could add some, dolphins, or we could add like this nice big couch made of
big comfy couch
made of stingray skin.
Well, that sounds kind of cool.
Magazines.
Yeah. Okay,
throw in some Dolphin Digest,
skin the cousins,
and finally just add a little TV that would say a little TV special called Matt the Scientist Show.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, Matt Scientist has a really good show. He has a few good shows. All right, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, it seems like after hearing the answers from all of our volunteers, I think the one thing they have them all in common is that they want to make Sharky's travel tank more crowded. That's their answer. All right, that's what it seems like to me. No, just but it's up to you to decide which volunteer you like the best. So what we're gonna do now is gonna start our theme music here. See how we do. All right, everybody. Was it Nappy? All right, was it Render? Was it Michael? Which answer did you like the best, everybody? All right, because now's your chance to show that by clicking on the nameplate of your favorite volunteer. Let's see how we did. Okay, we're gonna be locking the votes in 3, 2, 1. The voting is now closed. Let's see. Nappy,
get out of here.
I gotta ask you something. Nappy, do you have any plans later?
Yeah, I'm running the show. Get me out of here.
Okay, cool. There's a bit of a problem. Does anybody know where you are right now?
No.
Does anybody know where you are right now?
Don't look away from me. Don't look. Dude, we're running the show together.
Is Nappy? Render, are you the type to press charges?
I take consent. It's okay.
Talking about you hear about that. Give me a year.
Problem there. All right.
See you in the next
Jason,
life.
I want you to do me a favor right now. If you would, I'd like you to yell out, "I signed the consent form." Press the consent button.
I didn't sign
There you
shit,
go.
but they click a button.
There you go.
Fuck.
At least you get to keep your
Now
percentage.
listen, let me ask you all, right? You know what you just saw? All right, what was that? Everybody,
Barbecue.
seasoning. That's right. I heard barbecue. No, that is not the right answer. Seasoning. That's all it ever was. I'm not saying there's barbecue sauce in it because it's a highly guarded recipe. It is. All right. So now we're down to 2 volunteers. All right. So let's clear our scores out as we go into our sudden death round. When my friends hope it's very sudden, we're going to clear those scores out, open them back up. And this time we're going to start out with Michael. Michael, you ready for your question? Michael?
Michael.
Okay. All right. No, we actually may have muted him possibly. See, get him back on
Thank you.
microphone there. Michael, you out there? Michael, speak
There you
to
go.
me.
That's right. There you
There you
go.
go. Okay. Well, okay. Oof, all right. That was close.
Okay.
All right. So now
Okay.
we're going to ask you a question here. All right.
Okay.
And so let's see which question we have for you. All right. If you could change anything about the Altspace Campfire, what would it be and why?
Oh, I would add a nice little YouTube app. This way, when you just get there, you could just watch YouTube videos, or in all due honesty, you could render, if you will, the possibility of having renders fail compilation.
I see.
No
Thank
pun
you.
intended,
Thank you
render.
so much, Mike.
No pun intended, render.
All right.
you.
And Render, what would you do if you could change something
What are
about
you
the Campfire?
thinking?
What would it be
Bringing
and why?
another Michael up here, Michael. What is this? What did you
Well,
do to
I
yourself?
thought it might help throw you off. I heard you whispering Michael, and he was going Michael, and I knew I was like, you know what? I made the
so
right move.
first-
Everybody did.
My first move of action as mayor of Campfire is no Michaels. Michaels are not allowed at the Campfire.
Wow.
Ow,
that's
yeah,
real
boy.
inclusive.
That includes
messed up.
Mike's. It includes
That's
Mike's,
messed up, dude.
and sometimes Matt's. No Matt's,
Wow.
no Michaels, and no Jasons.
See.
And
Wow.
and
So your
it's gonna be like
solution
Dark
is to
Souls in
shrink
there. It's
the
gonna be like a
Campfire.
Dark Souls bonfire instead. Okay.
I see. You're gonna
the
shrink the
Elder Scrolls
Campfire.
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
There's
we
gonna
have
be
a
like
nice
dragons.
YouTube
and
So I
stuff.
think we all
It's gonna
learned
be
a
cool.
little bit more about the kind of person that renders.
Yeah.
And I think we all we can see that now. All right. So
Course
what I'd
name.
like you to
Yo,
do
Render,
is
I can
take a
totally
moment to
respect your
consider
answer,
which
I'm not gonna
answer
lie.
you
I
like
can totally
the best.
respect
Actually,
it.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go. Render, let me
Oh,
ask you
come on.
something. Why is
Yeah.
it you deserve to live more than Michael?
Oh, come
Because
on.
I have Pardaxin inside of my blood, and as we all know, that kills sharks. So
I
you
see.
may want to save him for next
See.
time.
Wow. You're interested in hurting sharks, my friends. Okay. I see. The audience seems to like it. I'm watching you. All right, Michael.
Be surprised.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
What do you think? Why do you deserve to live more than Render? And keep in mind, we only need one reason. It's okay if you have more than one. But we only need one.
Well, because hey, wait, where are you going? I'm over here.
Oh! I said I was watching Render. But yeah, there you go.
Okay,
All right, Michael, what do you say?
Okay, because in all due honesty, this is literally like the first time I ever been on this show, and I've tried to render the fact, if you will, that well, my answers most likely suck. I definitely enjoy being here, and I do hope that Buzz Lightyear over there goes to infinity and beyond with the sharks. Thank you.
I see. Well, you know what? You said your answers weren't good, but look at the number above you. What's that say?
Oh wow! Thank you, guys.
Right? Yeah. Oh, wow. It's looking pretty close. All right, so let's see here.
Oh come on.
All right, it's on you,
Let's go,
audience.
let's go.
It's on you to
let's
determine
go.
which volunteer you like the best. What's that, Jason?
I said Michael is a good name.
It is. It's an excellent name. It is.
See?
Really is. Really,
Render,
excellent
come
choice
on.
there. All right. Now, think
They
about
love-
which
they love the
volunteer
welcome.
you like the best.
Love the mic.
We're going to take a
Love
moment
the
to
mic.
get our vote.
Wow,
In
really?
3, into.
Wow,
They love
really?
You can already hear them screaming. Here we go. We're locking the votes in. All right, let's see how it is.
3, 2.
Render, what happened?
You're gonna vote for the guy that can't even finish a sentence. Really?
Wow.
Oh,
Render's mad.
who's talking?
You see that? You've all made an enemy today. All right.
You better
Render,
say
does
goodbye to
anyone know where
Melvin
you
because
are?
Melvin's going with me, bro. Melvin's
You're
gone.
taking Melvin out too. All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
see this thing. Let's see.
Better
Let's see.
change
Let's see
that
your,
name.
your amazing combat skills. Bro, give us a good
Yeah.
scream on
See
your
you
way
later.
out.
I have the seasoning.
There we go. Melvin, go get him.
The audience-
Sick him, Melvin.
I'm-
Sick him.
I totally
Finish the
get
job.
it now.
Melvin,
Great.
work with me here. Melvin, all right, there you go. All right, he's taking his time about it. He's being dramatic. All right, Melvin's a professional. All right, everybody. Well, it looks like that Michael is going to be our winner here tonight, our first winner, because we're hoping to have another one up here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take down your glass enclosure, Michael, and have you join me down here. If you come on down, right over here by this red circle, stand right in front of your prize. We're going to get your picture. It's going to go out on our Twitter as we announce you as our winner. Now, our audience can help out by throwing up all the emojis that you can. All the emojis that you can. Michael, move over just a little bit. We're going to have a nice picture here. Just like over slightly this way. All right, cool. Now turn around and face me. There you go. Very good. All right, now say shark time in 3, 2, 1. Shark time. All right, you're going to need you to turn around. You got to look at me for a picture to work here.
He had to see all the emojis.
Yeah, face me, Michael. Turn around and face me. No, now don't move. Stay right there, just like that, because everyone's finger buttons are getting tired from pressing buttons here. There we go. 3, 2, 1. It's time. There we go.
Shark time, boy.
All right, cool. So now, you're going to get a friend request from the Sharky himself. He's going to send you a friend request tonight. When you accept this friend request, you're going to receive this 12-piece world building kit. So all the items in this prize kit now belong to you. You can use them in your home space. You can use them in your events, anywhere you like, because it'll belong to you. All right. And what we're going to do now is we're going to extend this bridge out. Have you go back into the audience section. I want to thank you for coming up tonight. And we're going to choose a new set of contestant volunteers, everybody. All right. And in order to do this, all right, as soon as we had, let's see, you having trouble getting through there? Try teleporting out, Michael. That might work. Teleporting out. See if you can do that.
Center.
There you go.
Center.
All right, let me try something else here. All right, we're having a bit of a technical problem here. All right, try that, Michael. All right, that seemed to work. All right, good. All right, we got that going. All right, good, excellent. All right, so now what we're going to do now is we're going to set our system. In order to do this, all right, we're going to need your help. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to jump through some directories here and get this set up here. All right, first things first, though. All right, Sharky, if you wouldn't mind heading back to your trailer, maybe grab a cup of coffee or something, kind of an intermission type of thing. All right, Sharky's going to swim on out back to his trailer over there. All right, and we're going to reset our system. All right, so we're going to do that while I get up for it. All right, Sharky. You doing? Sharky, you were supposed to go back to your trailer. It's not professional at all. Sharky.
Oh no.
Really?
Sharky.
Oh, really? All right. Apparently, Sharky doesn't like doing these double sets. All right, Sharky. Listen, I'll tell you, we'll do less of them. I'm going to need you to work with me. You do that? All right. Looks like he's thinking about it. Sharky. Oh, man. You know what? Sharky, I used to think you were such a professional. I did. I used to think I was like working with sharks. That'll be easy. That's what they said. But no, it doesn't seem that way. All right, here he comes. All right, let's try this again. Sharky, go back to your trailer. Here you go. All right, very good. Are you going to do it? You going to go all the way this time?
Sharky.
Going to do it? All right, yeah, let's hear it for Sharky, everybody. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our system reset. All right here. Let's see how this works out. All right, now I have to do the amazing task of typing while I talk to you all at the same time. See, my hands will stop moving, or it's all very impressive. Let's see how we do here. All right, let's see. Into our directory here. There we go. Very nice. All right, almost there. All right, now what I'm going to need from all of you is, and some of you were here earlier, so you know how this works. Everybody put your hands to your head like this. And I want you to all concentrate very hard on a multicolored spiky thing. I want you to picture it, feel its sharp edges, feel that. I hear my producer is kind of humming, add to the drama there. All right, just picture the multicolored spiky thing, if you would. All right, let's see. There it is, everybody. All right, now clear your mind, everyone. We're going to make it go away. All right, clear your mind. Just wipe your mind completely. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Be gone, spiky thing. Be gone. Away with you, spiky thing. Let's see. Did that work? There it is. Okay, good. All right, so we're all set. All right, now we're going to need to bring Sharky back in here. If everyone can help me out and just call Sharky back by yelling out Sharky. Hear it. Sharky. Sharky.
Sharky,
All right, cool.
Sharky.
Here he comes, everybody. Let's see. Let's look out into the distance. All right, cool. Now, as soon as Sharky gets back in here, we can begin our second round. All right, we're going to begin our second set here. All right, we have a little bit less on time available, so we're going to do like an abbreviated form to find out our next winner. All right, so let's see. First, we're going to need some volunteers. If you haven't already checked in with Sharky, please check in with him now. The way you do this is take the pointer from your right hand and aim it right at Sharky's nose, squeeze the trigger, and you'll get a text box that appears in front of you, and just put your username right in there. You should see Sharky in just a moment. You can just click on his nose right there. All right. There we go. Oh, I see people jumping out. Well, that's not good. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Sharky, try to restrain yourself. Try to restrain yourself. There we go. All right, good. Stay perfectly still. Excellent. All right, let's see. So we have 2 people on our list right now. So if everybody would go ahead and press that raise hand button, anybody that wants a chance to win this prize kit right here, let's go ahead and press that raise hand button. All right, see, we only have 2 people. Really? Okay, let's see. Who do we have? It went down to 1. Somebody unraised their hand. Oh, okay. All right. Well, if this happens, I'm going to have to interview the sharks. You guys know that, right? That could go badly. All right. Let's see. We have Silly Monster wants a chance. We also have somebody named Nonverbal. All right. I don't see the full name there. It may be the real name. We also have somebody named Boost. All right. Let's see here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to extend these bridges out. First, let's bring my friends up here. Hey, guys, come on. Be professional. There we go. Very nice. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to extend these bridges, and if I called your name, come on up. If you need to recenter, do so now, because if you do it on stage, you end up back in the audience like this, and it's just awkward for everybody. All right. Well, Nonverbal Express. All right, come on. Let's head on up here. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? We have Boost, and there was a third there somewhere. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I'm not seeing them. Do we call them? Let's see. We'll check our list here. We have Boost, Nonverbal, and Silly Monster went away, so okay, we don't apparently have that. How about Shawnee? Shawnee, you out there? All right, come on up. Now you've all checked in with Sharky, right? That's very important.
I didn't get called up.
You didn't get called up. I think you did. Okay. Some stuff happening in the background in that real world. All right. We'll get to you in just a moment. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pull back these bridges because here at Shark Time, we find escape is bad. All right. Are you ready to go, Nonverbal Express? We had some stuff happen in the background. You good?
I'm good.
You checked in with Sharky?
Water.
How do I check in?
What you do is you point at Sharky's nose and squeeze your trigger when you get that target and put it in your Altspace username. And that's all you have to do. And while you're doing that, I see you muted yourself, so we'll move on to the next. Shawnee, let me ask you, how long have you been around Altspace for?
7 months.
Okay, and did you check in with Sharky?
Yes.
Shawnee?
Yes, to hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Did you check in with Sharky? I didn't hear your answer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
all right, excellent. And let me ask you, so you feel like you've explored Altspace, you've seen all it has to offer, and you've chosen to go out like this. That's awesome. Add respect,
Yep.
Shawnee. That's cool. All right, how about you, Boost? How long have you been around Altspace for? Boost? Anyone else here, Boost, or is it just me?
No.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of head shakes. Boost. Oh, you see your microphone is open. Okay, it looks like you're trying to text. I have my text messages turned off, so if you're texting me, it's not going to get you anywhere. All right. Right. You're not a talker. But that's going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe we can have somebody else up. Boost, I'm going to extend these bridges. All right. Fortunately, we are going to be able to need to talk to you to give you your best chance to survive. So we're going to have you head on out. You might be having a microphone issue. It can happen. All right. Very cool. All right. So now let's see here. Let's see who else do we have that we can pick. Nice. We start out with 3. We have Wrecking Ball. I believe Wrecking Ball's been on the show before. Wrecking Ball, you've been on before. Wrecking Ball, you're out there.
Hello.
Hey, Wrecking Ball, welcome back. You've been on the show before, right?
Yeah.
And did you survive? I don't remember. Were you?
No, definitely didn't survive. A lot of
All right. So and there's enough left of you to come back and try again. Well, let me ask you why.
Doctor said
What's wrong
so.
with you? What's wrong with your life? Where did you go wrong?
that
you would come back and do this again.
Won't bother you with it.
Won't bother me with this. It's a long list. Okay. Well, if everybody would come up and join me by going up this ramp here, right? And when we get up top, you're going to see we have these yellow X's set up, right? And if you stand on one of these yellow X's, pick one out where you feel comfortable because hopefully you'll be here for a little bit, right? And if everybody would just go ahead and stand on that yellow X, there you go, and just press that consent button right in front of you. Just a minor formality for our insurance company. Oh no! You checked in with Sharky, Shawnee. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, I feel horrible. All right, everybody. What was that you just saw?
Seasoning.
We're just seasoning. That's all that was. All right, based on time, we're going to go and work what we have here. We've got Wrecking Ball and Nonverbal. I call you Nonverbal? Verbally?
That's good.
All right, good. Excellent. All right. You know, it looks like you're all checked in okay. All right, so what we're going to do is going to raise up these glass enclosures because we all want you to feel safe and comfortable. There you go. Excellent. All right. Now, you're going to notice that a number has appeared above your head. And the way this works is we're going to ask you a question. All right. And all you have to do is just answer that question and win over our audience. Pretty easy. And our audience has the power to vote for you by clicking on the nameplate of your favorite volunteer. That's pretty much it. That's pretty easy, right? All right. Now, let's see. We're going to start out with you, Nonverbal Express. Are you all set?
All set.
You're all set. Okay. Or let's see. Well, we're not. Let's see if we can find you a good question here. Let's see. All right. If I had to jump out of my notes here. My friends, and they're just fascinated by the concept of storage. They just, they talk about it all the time. Where do I put my stuff and all that kind of thing. And I would like it, and because we've talked a lot about, real world closets. My friends thought it would be very helpful because they like hearing about storage options. If you could tell us about your closet.
About what?
Closet.
Closet?
Where you keep your stuff. What's it like?
Oh, it's a
Friends wanna know.
disaster.
It's a disaster.
Like I would never
Everybody
show
heard that?
anyone.
Never show anyone.
Like that's just
Okay.
where I throw everything in my house into
throw
to hide it
everything.
from company.
Okay.
Looks like Monica
just wanna-
from Friends closet, and Chandler
Okay, that's
finds
pretty
it.
bad. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a copyright infringement, so I don't know anything about that. I think we can mention that safely. All right, let me check my hand. It's only slightly shaky. I think we're okay. All right. Wrecking Ball, let me ask you, and what do you think? All right, like what tell us about your closet. Let's hear it.
My closet's not any better. When I moved in,
Can everybody hear you, can everybody hear Wrecking Ball? Put your hands up like this if you can hear him.
No.
Getting a lot
He's
of
gonna
head
need to
shakes.
raise
No.
his hand again.
You're gonna need to raise your hand again, Wrecking Ball, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Producer. Let's see. How about now, Wrecking Ball? See if the audience can hear you.
Is that better?
Let me see. You know what? I'll go out and find out. Let's take a poll. All right. Everybody, can you hear Wrecking Ball?
No, not at all.
No? No, I'm getting a lot of
How about
no's. Let's
now?
try it again. Wrecking Ball, say something.
Oh, I'm saying something.
I'm hearing him. You guys hearing him?
Yeah.
Oh, now we hear you. All right, Wrecking Ball, tell us about your closet. Let's hear it.
It's definitely not good. I don't
Not
have
good.
any
Heard
doors
that?
because I thought I could be very clever and repaint my place, but I had to take the doors of the closet off the hinges. I didn't know how
see.
to put them back on. So now the doors are just
Okay.
kind of laying on the floor. And
Wow.
one day I'm going to have to figure out where all the screws go. So
no.
See.
it's an open concept closet.
Open
It's
concept
very
closet.
inconvenient.
Wow. Okay. Well, I feel like
Have
we
a door
learned
at
something
least.
about you. So, I mean, that's good. That's successful. That's good. All right, everybody. But it's up to you, our audience. I want you to think about which volunteer you like the best, okay? I want you to think about the consequences of your actions. I want you to think about the futures in Altspace. Think about their fate, people. And you know what? We do have time for this. We're going to do it. Nonverbal Express, I'm going to ask you, why is it that you deserve to live more than Wrecking Ball?
Because I'm cuter.
Wow. Okay, everybody. Nonverbal Express thinks that she's cuter. Wrecking Ball. Heard it here first, everybody. See the very best and worst of humanity at Shark Time, I tell you. Wrecking Ball, it's on you. You think she's cuter than you. All right? Why is it that you deserve to live more than Nonverbal Express?
Well, I'm less delicious, so I don't want the shark to actually get sick from digesting me. So I
See.
feel like, Verb is more delicious, so she'd probably make a better meal than I would.
I see. Because she's cuter, she's more appetizing.
Yes.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And based on the numbers in front of you, I have to say it looks like the audience is pretty conflicted. We can get to the bottom of this. Let's see. Oh, I see. Well, then they're jumping around a bit. Looks like you're doing very well, Wrecking Ball. All right. Now, you have anything like, you know what? Well, let's try this going another way. All right. If you could just kind of, state your case to the audience, like just kind of, plead with them a little bit.
I don't
Do you feel like
know.
you're put on the spot?
I have kids? I don't know.
Wow. Okay. So you
No,
should
that's
probably
not
lead
a
with that.
plead case.
All right. In
Um,
order of importance, we have she's cute and then she has kids. All right, I think you should have opened with that. So still, we've learned something here. We have. What about you, Wrecking Ball? What do you think? Plead to the audience. State your case, man.
Please, they don't have enough parts to reassemble me from the last show I got eaten on.
Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right, everybody. There you go. All right. So we're gonna take a moment to think about the consequences of our actions. We're gonna lock in our votes. Here we go, everybody. All right. This is it. All right. Let's see how we're gonna do, everybody. So it's looking pretty divided. It really is. Oh, look at that. It's all looking all divided. It's all even and oh wow, jumping around. Looks pretty locked. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock our votes in and see how we did. All right. It's looking like we might have a problem here. Yeah, we do. All right. Now there is a button on this console that's the second time this has happened today. I have never pressed it. All right. It is called Feeding Frenzy. And honestly, I don't want to press it because I want somebody to win. Right? So we're gonna need a high score here. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our sudden death round. All right, we're going to try this. Let's clear our scores out, right? And we're going to ask a question, right? And this one we're going to have to go a little bit different, all right, to really get a clear answer of the kind of people we're dealing with here. All right. Now, let's see. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Are you ready for it? We started with you before, right? Yeah, well, let's make it fair. Let's start with Wrecking Ball first. Now, Wrecking Ball, if you could, right, I want you to explain, if you could, right, to non-verbal express. I want you to explain to her, right, what danger you're in, but I want you to do it through interpretive dance.
Explain the danger I am in interpretive dance.
Yeah, without words, through interpretive dance. Dance your story, my friend. Dance like the wind. All right, Wrecking Ball's getting up and he's in position. All right, he's showing he's under the waves. All right, he's going at the bottom of the ocean. All right, I see. He's very good. All right, now it looks like, he snapped his neck as he's going down to feed a shark. All right, that does look compelling. He's going over. He's fallen. Can't get up. It's terrible. All right, now, non-verbal. It looks like you got your work cut out for you. All right, now through interpretive dance, if you could tell us your story. All right, tell Wrecking Ball what kind of danger you're in through interpretive dance. To your moves. What do you have? I'll narrate.
Oh my.
Right. Your hands are waving around. Right, they're waving around. All right, you're shrugging. You're desperate. You're confused. You're stuck in a glass enclosure. All right, you're doing the whole mime thing. Right, looks like you might be laughing too. That's a problem. All right, so she had some fun. She had some fun on the show. Not really feeling the danger. Over her mouth, trying to hide in the laughter. Or maybe it's to cover the screams. Maybe it's to cover the screams, Wrecking Ball. Maybe it's to cover the screams. Let's see. What else? Is that good? Yeah. Let's see. Well, the audience seemed to like it. That's good. Or you all seem very equally divided. Right now, listen. My friends are happy to eat them both. They are, but you all gonna need to pick a winner. All right. So let's see here. Maybe we could add something to make it, to really clarify it, because I want to, I want this to be fair. All right. So we're gonna ask a question here. Maybe one that'll determine the type of people we have. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, Wrecking Ball, let's go with you again. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Right. It turns out that you robbed a bank earlier today. Right. I know, everybody. It's shocking. Wrecking Ball robbed a bank. And what happened was, when you're going to the airport and the flight's been delayed, so you're sitting there at the terminal waiting for the flight to take off, and they have a television there. On that television, there's a news program where you see them carrying your best friend out of their house, right? Accusing them of the bank robbery that you yourself committed. You're about to get away with it. You're about to fly off to a tropical location to live out your days, right? Your friend looks like it's going away for this. What do you do?
Oh man, that's tough. I can't let him get arrested.
Okay.
Probably get away safely and then send a letter to the cops telling them, hey, kind of got it wrong. But I'm already gone, so you don't have jurisdiction in,
I see.
whatever country I'm going to.
Okay. All right, so you would send a letter. All right, that doesn't sound like that would hold up as evidence, but okay. All right, now, let's see here. All right, nonverbal express. Let me ask you, you've robbed a bank, all right, and you see them carrying your best friend out, all right? What do? Do you get on that plane and live out your days in luxury? knowing what's happening
No,
to your
because I know
friend?
once my best friend got out of jail, they would kill me. I'd have to turn myself in.
Oh no. Oh, so it would be the defense. Okay. All right. Well, I want you all to think about which answer you like the best. All right. Just process it, everybody. All right. Because we're going to try to get a winner right now. We're going to lock in our votes in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's see how we did, because this is it. Let's see.
Cheating Frenchie.
Okay. This is
Oh,
unfortunate because I was
no.
really looking away
Oh no!
forward to giving
Oh, no.
away another kit. We're going to have to press a button, everybody, for the very first time in its Shark Time history. We're going to have to activate the feeding frenzy. All right. And we're going to make this
We're making
good. I want
history,
you all,
Verb.
both of you, give me the best scream
It
you
was
can
nice
on your way
knowing
out.
you,
Wave
Rick.
to each other. All right. Wave to each other. All right. And just remember, audience, you did this. This is on you. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. I'm glad it actually worked. We've never actually pressed that button before. Okay, that's good. All right, well, it looks like nobody's going to win our
They were both good. So
good thing. We're going to round things out tonight. But listen, please take a moment to sign our guest book. Let us know what a good time you had here tonight. And also, if you're around this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing this again. Come check us out. Let's see here. Yes, we're going to get our music going. All right. That's not much music at all, is it? Okay. All right. So if you would like to learn how to fly in Altspace, please come out and join us by going into the portal out in the airlock there. I had a lot of fun tonight. I want to thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you next time. Sharky, get on out of here. Go to your trailer, man. See. Watch out for the bridge. Oh, look at the bridge. Look at that. There you go. Oh, you hit the bridge, Sharky. Really? I expect better than that. Honestly. Can you believe it, people? All right, let's hear it for Sharky. He's obviously tired. All right. Goodbye, Sharky. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming out, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for making it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for making it, House. Bye, everybody. All right, let's see. Bye, Silly Monster. See you next time.
I'm muted because
Night,
I
everybody.
didn't